Good morning, everybody, and welcome to The Balancing Act. We're so glad you joined us. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverde.
All right, call us biased, but we really, really, really love Mother's Day around here.
Every single day. So today we've got some great Mother's Day inspiration just for you.
Oh, this is going to be fun. And it's National Car Care Month. All right, are you really on top of your car care? Wait, let me ask you this. Or do you have your husband do it all?
Look at my nails.
They're perfectly
Do I have red nails that are still beautiful?
Yeah.
Yes, my husband does it.
Well, we're going to make it a whole lot easier for your husband or whoever makes sure the oil and the tires are good to go.
So start your engines. Vroom, vroom.
That was a motorcycle.
The balancing act starts right now.
We know how special moms are, so this month we're dedicating our show to you. Here's Olga as we kick off our month of moms with a career woman and a mother of two who inspires all of us here at The Balancing Act every single day.
It's a month of moms here on The Balancing Act as we spotlight special, deserving moms who juggle it all. We kick off this special series with one such mom who wears many hats. And she happens to be the COO of our very own Brandstar Entertainment. Please welcome Carmen Feinberg. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to have you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so used to having you behind the scenes instead of in front.
Well, there you go. Here we are.
So let's talk about your role, Carmen, COO of, a pretty large company. No doubt, women have come a long way. However, and I'm going to say a big however here, few make it to the top. Tell me about that. Why?
It's hard. It's difficult. You're a mom. You understand. It is not easy to balance all of it.
And it's a man's world.
It is a man's world.
It's still a man's world.
It is. So I think that in order to make that transition, you really have to have an incredible support system. Wouldn't you agree?
I would. So what advice would you have for women out there who say, I've worked for years, I'm working so hard, I haven't made it to the top. You have. You are the epitome of what they're looking for. What advice would you give them?
I would tell them first to cultivate your craft.
I like that.
That's the first thing. And then have confidence in what you've cultivated. And don't let anybody take it away from you. Because once you have that confidence and you have the willingness to do what it takes, the sky's the limit.
Now, COO is one thing, but mom trumps all. You have a beautiful daughter, Caitlin, 16, and Max, who's 9. COO mom, how do you do it all? How do you balance it?
Well, for me, I just live my life in constant guilt, right?
So every step you take,
You know that you're sacrificing one for the other, and it is really finding that balancing act that works for you and your family and your children. And, it's a cliche, but it works, is really taking the time you have and making it count.
And you and I have talked about this because we've said to each other, our kids, we feel guilty, sometimes we're even crying, but it's not so much quantity, it's quality.
That's right.
And you respect that very much.
I do. And also, it's also about being the example. Not only as a wonderful human being that cares and loves and teaching your children that, but also being a professional and, having hobbies and having things that make you happy and having a good relationship with your husband. We live by example. And then we take those quality moments and we make them count.
And setting that example, even for Caitlin, who's 16 years old, she's going off to college soon.
Yeah.
And she sees her mother making it. And I can only imagine that you want her to do this and more.
I do. I want her to change the world, and I believe she will.
Now, for the mom out there that has the children like you and I do, and that is working, but just, the professional, the personal, the struggle, what advice would you give them in terms of bringing it all together and saying, I can do it?
I would tell them, again, cultivate your craft, have confidence in yourself, and don't let anyone bring you down. Know what you can contribute, and know where you're going to go, and what your vision is and what you want, and then have passion against that, and then the sky is the limit.
Like I tell my girls, look in the mirror and love what you see and have the confidence to move forward. And one more thing I want to know that you've shared with me about moving up to the top is many times when you get there, a lot of people want to shoot you down and bring you down. How do you prevent that from happening? What do you do?
I surround myself with wonderful people, and together we all rise.
Amen.
That's
Thank you
right.
so much for being here.
Thank
Come
you.
back again, even though you're here every day. Appreciate it. And you know what? I know it's a little early. We're about a month away, but you deserve to hear this, and so do I, and all those mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Carmen. And also keep watching all month long as we feature more great women balancing it all, celebrating our month of moms right here on The Balancing Act. As always, check out our website, thebalancingact.com. Question, Julie, is a picture still worth 1,000 words?
That's a question our next guest is more than willing to tackle, and the answer's guaranteed to take your breath away.
Thanks to our smartphones, we now have thousands of snapshots and instant memories floating around on various clouds and social media sites. And though they're fun to see, we would hardly think of them as memorable. But how many professional framed family portraits do you have? Believe it or not, the average American family only has one family portrait. Professional photographer Angie Julian says that's just not enough.
There he is! Formal family portrait really preserves the legacy of your family. It's a good way to document the growth and development throughout the years, and they are so priceless that it's the one item you would risk running into a burning building to save. They really do become that priceless element. Once you have them, they're irreplaceable. You could never take them away.
Everyone say ice cream! Oh, I got your attention now.
Today's digital technology brings a sense of instant gratification, but the truth is, there's no comparison between a cell phone photo and a professional family portrait session.
With cameras so readily available these days, many people do it themselves. The problem is when you look back, there's always someone missing from the photos. At Picture People, we really want to give everybody in the portrait, so give them that opportunity.
Every family who relies on Picture People has a story to tell and a reason for sitting for the portrait they're about to take.
But they're just taking formal pictures for my grandmother. She's 83 this year, and it's a super special thing for her to look at the pictures of her grandchildren, her great-grandchildren, and cherish those forever.
This is Jessica and Raul with their family and their 4 children. So I'm photographing their family portraits. I'm going to capture a few different backdrops for them, get a variety, get someone with mom and dad, get someone with mom and the children, dad and the children.
I'm gonna get great job!
And then also she has requested superheroes. So for mom, it's all about her children are her superheroes. It's really a good theme right now, really matches up. And we do have the superhero props in our studios so that anybody can take advantage of that.
I think when we're using our smartphones, we don't get the quality, we don't get the experience, we don't have a professional photographer, we don't have the lighting, and we don't have the ability to blow them up. We don't have the ability to make lots of choices. With a cell phone or with a smartphone, you get what you get, and that's it.
Certainly it's the state-of-the-art equipment we have. It really comes down to our patented lighting system. It represents the golden hour in the afternoon. So something outside, we only get about 2 hours of the day. And it's called the Rembrandt lighting. So it's very flattering lighting. So really, it's us putting you in the best light.
I think the quality is much more outstanding. It's the resolution. You can blow it up to any given dimension.
But you can order them on the spot right now, and I can get 8x10s, 5x7s. I can even get huge ones for our mantle. They're all available.
Well, at Picture People, you can take framing off the to-do list. We are a one-stop portrait shop. We print on site. We have custom framing, so together we can create custom artwork to showcase your family. We also have archival canvas prints you can take home with you. You can decorate your home that evening.
I wanted to actually get portraits that were for spring because I like to get my portraits done. The last ones we'd taken were at the holidays, and so I think it's important to get them done different times of the year. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, because everyone changes, and I think it's so important to do that.
Plus, it's fun to see the different stages of their growth in pictures when you can look back and look at how they've changed over the years.
So we do have our annual Portrait Club membership. It's $45 for the year, and it has up to $675 with a free product that you get to collect every time you come in. It's great for new moms. When the baby's born, you can capture all of those little details, little fingers, little toes. They change and develop so much throughout that first year. You want to capture all those milestones.
I like to get the Portrait Club, and you can take so many pictures every so often with the Portrait Club. You can get a sheet free, and you get a free $10 off. And if you're a mom and you have kids, you're always looking for a special. And so when you see that special, I'm always telling my husband, I gotta go get pictures. There are specials going on.
Once you've scheduled your portrait, make sure your kids are fed and well rested, and that haircuts are done 1 to 2 weeks prior. Bring several outfits, and a favorite baby toy or other cute personal props help too.
We have lots of fun props that are really event themed, so Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, spring. But when you bring something from home, if your child is into sports, hobby, or a musical instrument, it really gives us items for the photographer to get creative and really to tell the story of your family and your child.
Whether it's a first-time session or a regular tradition, sitting for a family portrait is a unique and rewarding experience for both the photographer and their subjects.
Well, recently I was training a new photographer, and she had just taken her first family portrait session. While we were reviewing them with the family, an image came up of the father and his daughter. He was so moved, he turned to his wife and just hugged her and then wiped away a tear.
People don't remember what's in your cell phone, but they remember what's on your wall. And so for us to come in and take the pictures and hang them up and send them out, they remember those.
Studios are throughout the country. Coast to coast, we have them in many of the major cities. So they're easy to find. You can always go onto picturepeople.com and put in your zip code and find it there.
To schedule a portrait session for your family, go to picturepeople.com or go to our website, thebalancingact.com. Today we continue our 12-part series, Reclaim Your Life. Overcoming addiction is a tough journey, and many may not have the time to enter a full inpatient program. But intensive outpatient services can help those seeking a foundation for recovery, as I found out when I visited Transformations Drug and Alcohol Treatment Center in Delray Beach, Florida, and met the people behind their IOP program.
The individuals who benefit from this program come from all walks of life. Basically, they're individuals who have hit rock bottom, they're looking for help, they want structure, accountability, and support. What makes our intensive outpatient program so unique is the holistic approach that we take. It's mind, body, and spirit. We have different kinds of groups. We have gender-specific groups, we have small groups, we have larger groups, we have a Christian-based group. We also offer psychiatric services, we offer chiropractic services, we offer the Serenity Bed, we offer alumni, family day, all of which help to provide a healthy foundation for the client's recovery.
As an intensive outpatient therapist and registered medical health counselor, Elizabeth Dupre heads the IOP program at Transformations Drug and Alcohol Treatment Center in Delray Beach, Florida. It's not only a place where lives are transformed, but also where a foundation is created for living a healthy, sober lifestyle. Elizabeth, how do you go about creating a foundation for sobriety, especially for someone who has already gone through treatment and obviously doesn't want to go back to a life of addiction?
What we try to do, or we strive to do, is to teach them healthy coping skills. A lot of the clients come in and they have little to no coping skills, or the way they cope is very unhealthy. So what we strive to do is we strive to find out how they cope, if it's healthy, if it's not healthy. What we'll do is we will engage the client, make sure that they're aware, and try to change that, offer them alternatives, things that they can practice, things that will provide that healthy foundation for recovery.
Was homeless. I've been to jail 12 times. I've been to multiple rehabs, multiple detoxes, and none of them were really a sufficient bottom for me. I had detoxed myself off heroin, meth, crack, and Xanax by myself. And I came down here and I called Transformations, and they set me up in one of their halfway houses, and they let me come in, and I started IOP, and I fell in love with it. And I put my heart and soul into their program.
Elizabeth, what's the difference between the outpatient program and the inpatient program offered at Transformations?
So the inpatient program offers a higher level of care. Those individuals need more stabilization. They probably need to be in treatment for about approximately 30 days or more, depending on the client. Whereas in outpatient, basically we have individuals who need to continue working. They have jobs we're, doctors, lawyers, teachers,
a
home, a family. And so what we offer them is a similar level of care where they could come in, they have support, they have feedback. And so hopefully they could continue to progress in their recovery, but still be able to live kind of like their daily lives.
The IOP program is designed to create a non-judgmental environment that allows each client to work through the issues that may be keeping them from a sober lifestyle. This involves 3 different phases of stepping down to sobriety.
So at Transformations, we offer 3 phases of care. We offer the intensive outpatient level of care, we offer outpatient phase 2, and then we offer outpatient phase 3. In the intensive level of care, what we offer is group therapy 3 times a week. We also do individual check-ins with the client. At phase 2, what we offer are group therapy sessions twice a week and an option of doing an individual therapy session or a specialty group. In phase 3, we offer the client either individual therapy sessions or that specialty group session. Normally what happens in phase 3 is we start tapering the client off of therapy. So they're able to use those coping skills which they've learned throughout the whole process. Our objective is to get them to step down those levels of care. So anytime they step down a level of care, we're basically seeing someone progress in their recovery. And that's great because that means that more than likely they will be able to use those coping skills and not relapse, which is our main objective, right?
Elizabeth, how do you know that your IOP program has made a difference?
You'll start to see a more stable, happy, adaptable person, someone who's able to problem solve on their own, someone who's able to cope with life's daily problems. That's when you start to notice that you are making a difference in someone's life.
I have a full-time job. I work 37.5 hours a week. I got a promotion. Like blessings upon blessings upon blessings have come. I went home for Christmas and I didn't relapse. And it was awesome. This was the perfect place for me to be. It's like, it's part of my journey. This was the best vessel for me to reach where I am now.
It's part of the life journey that everyone shares at Transformations, where healing begins and a foundation of sobriety is found. We hope you'll join us again in our Reclaim Your Life series as we show you how Transformations Drug and Alcohol Treatment Center has changed so many lives on their road to recovery. Now, next time, we're going to take a look back at our series and look ahead to what it truly means to build a foundation for living a healthy, sober lifestyle. Remember, for more information, you can go to transformationstreatment.center or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Now you know. Travel tips.
When it comes to our cars, the last thing we want is to break down. It costs money, it takes up time, it's such a hassle. And waiting for that tow truck, oh my gosh, that is so stressful. So, how do we lessen our chances of getting stuck on the road? The answer is as close as the nose on your face. You know, our sense of smell can help identify car problems before they get worse. So, what kind of smells are we talking about?
Okay, burnt rubber. That could mean a fan belt is slipping or cracked and leaking hoses. Smell that and get to a mechanic ASAP.
Then there's that rotten egg smell.
Could mean your catalytic converter is not working properly. A busted converter can hurt your engine and void warranties. Get it checked out.
Burning carpet smell could mean your brakes aren't working properly. Don't delay, contact a mechanic.
A gasoline smell can mean a fuel leak. Get it checked out immediately. Engine fires can occur when gas hits a hot manifold. Don't delay on this one.
Finally, the sweet smell of syrup.
This can mean your car's leaking coolant. Get it checked and avoid overheating your vehicle.
Remember, April is National Car Care Month, and get your free 6 vehicle warning smells your nose can recognize. Remember, ladies, the nose knows. And finally, remember to take a road break. Stop by a TA or Petro Stopping Center for some grab-and-go groceries or even a snack for you and the kids. All right, I gotta go. See you next time. Bye.
Now you know travel tips. Sponsored by TA and Petro Stopping Centers, coast to coast. Refuel, replenish, refresh.
once again, hats off to each and every one of you out there who's trying to transform something in your life.
And you know, we hope you go out today or any day and every day and just celebrate your mom, either with a really beautiful photography session like the one we saw today, or some flowers or something to make her feel special.
Absolutely.
Love you, Mommy.
Love that idea. Love you, Mommy, too. And if you need some more ideas, we have the perfect place to go to. What is it, Jules?
TheBalance.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. See you next time.
Isn't she cute? She's so cute.